Hey there, friendlies. Welcome to a completely unplanned Beer, Blades, and Bushcraft live stream. It is currently Sunday, the 24th of February. The reason I'm live streaming is because I absolutely did not have time to shoot a video this week. And I kind of hate that, but that's life sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? But I did make a promise that there'd be content every Sunday and Tuesday, if humanly possible. So, here I am. And OK. Simon, salut, comment va? Je pense que tu es le seul pour l'instant, but I'm pretty sure that there will be other people coming on at some point, even though this is an unplanned live stream. So not too many people know about it, most likely. But yes, I do have a beer. Simon, I know you're probably drinking the St. Lawrence Flat. Yeah, I saw that first message retracted. I'm unsure what that message was, because you retracted a whole lot faster than I even saw it. It's funny. I'm kind of rethinking my setup a little bit here, because I think you've seen, right? Hold on, I'll just show you. Right, there's the mic. There's the computer, and then whoop. This over here is the interface, right? So mic through XLR to interface to computer through USB, and that's a lot of steps. I think I'd like to get a mic that just goes direct USB. This mic company, Rode, they do a whole bunch of options like that. Just because sometimes if it's like on a Tuesday night, it's like 5 to 9, and I'm still trying to get my stuff all knocked up. Whatevs. Hey, Austin, how's it going? Every time you say that, I think you're saying, what's up, wrenches? And like, yeah, we're all mechanics here. But anyway, so that's what I'm thinking of doing. Like once the money situation really stabilizes, just replacing this mic. This is a good mic. It's good for, I've used it for a lot of stuff. I used it for a podcast I used to have, so much goodness. So what I was doing earlier was I was just doing a little care for this knife. I had it out. I was whipping up some tinder, because all right, Austin, just waiting on those ice cubes, eh? We have a freezer that has that, that you tap the button for cubes or crushed, and it just comes out. It's a little high tech for a fridge, if you ask me, but the missus likes it. Happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying? When we walked in to buy that fridge, we each had a criterion, a key criterion, and we didn't know that we would both end up happy. But we walked in and we said, Jesse wants the fridge with the best Energy Star rating you have, and the missus wants one with the ice cube maker in the door. The guy said, I got something for you. But it did cost a mint. Oh, I see what's going on, Austin. Yeah, I used to have some of those old aluminum ice cube trays too. I still have a warm spot in my heart for those old ways of doing it, I wonder if Outdoor Dauber is going to be on tonight. But yeah, so I'm just doing a little caring for this knife. It's funny how it's like as I use it and it starts to become a much more used knife, it starts to just get some character in the blade, And I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that I love this knife because before getting this, I had a real like this was a fetish knife for me, you know. So I'm not surprised by how much I like it, but I'm surprised by how much I like stainless. Stainless. This is my foul weather knife. You know, this is my winter season knife, um, because you just can't beat the comparative robustness of stainless. You know, in wet circumstances. I still sort of get the willies when I look at it, though. I can't believe I actually have one. So nice. Um, yes, Austin, you know all about this one. Um, what do you think of it? I'm just trying to get into what I was doing because I ended up with all these scratches here from like ferro rods and all that stuff. Because man, this was probably one of the best things I've bought in years because it's just getting used so much. So what I did was I have a a sanding block, a special knife maker sanding block for, you know, what when guys like um, I'm thinking, you know, Simple Little Life. I don't remember his name, but he uses this to sort of hand finish. In fact, he makes them. Um, so I was using that just to clear up. Like there were a lot of scratches here. It does a good job, but it's, you know, it's starting to sort of polish up in certain areas. Yeah, even though these knives are not supposed to be polished looking, but I love it when they start to have stories to tell, you know, as I'm sure you understand. Yeah, Austin, I have one of those Garbigs too. That's a nice Garbigs too. That's a nice knife. I don't think that's a second best knife at all. I think, especially for a Mora, that is like a number one with a bullet knife. Like, you know, it's funny because when I first got it, I was a little, you know, wow, $100 for a Mora, but man, it's not getting a lot of use because of the the Falcon even. But in fact, I'm going to start bringing the Garberg out more on purpose, just so it gets a little love, you know. I know, Simo. I still, man, I want to get a Groman number one under the belt as well. So you guys might find this interesting. Those of you, oh, Austin, you've probably seen this because you're on my Instagram. I went to Lee Valley and got some lapping glass and some sharpening films from 100 micron. What was it? We got 130. I think this is 9, or is that 6? That's 6. 3, 1, and 0.3, I think, if I remember correctly. Once you get to this, it's like sharpening on a baby's bottom. It's smooth. This is not for my bush tools. This is for stuff like plane blades, chisels, stuff like that. It's not even for my kitchen knives because there's no room for your knuckles, you know? But anyway, I used it on my straight razor. And I have to use it a bit more on my straight razor because it definitely improved the edge, but not enough that I didn't get bloody razor burnt to hell. You know. Let me see. Simone's favorite fixed blades are the Grumman number 4 in first position and the Garberg stainless in second. That's fair. That number 4 you got's a really nice knife. Hey, Austin, how close are you to getting that cocktail going? Because I'm wondering if I should crack this or not. Okay. Here's the thing. All right, so Simone's given us his top 1 and 2 of folders and fixed blades. So let's do a thought experiment here. Simone, what's your top 5? They don't have to be in order, but what's your top 5? Because you've got a lot of knives, but I don't know if you have that many fixed blades. Like, I'm just trying to sort of remember what I've seen, and I don't think you've got that many fixed. You've got a lot of folders. So, like, what's your top 5 fixed and your top 5 folders? Okay, Austin, because I'm waiting. I got a beer to open. This was supposed to be for Tuesday, but I have like a backup beer for Tuesday as well, so I'm just gonna have one tonight and one Tuesday. because I think of the fixed blades I have, and by the way, Austin, that question is for you as well. Top 5 fixed, top 5 folders, or maybe top 5 axes. I don't know, whatever your tools are. Hey, who else is on here, man? There's a couple of peeps. Say hi so we can say hi back and know who's around. It's it's an impromptu live stream. I wasn't planning to do it, but I didn't get anything shot today because of stuff happening, family stuff. I mean, I don't mean there was a big disaster. I just mean I was full of work today. So yeah, say hi, Joe. Come on, man. How's it going? Joe's Neon's in the house. Joe, you got a beer. You got a PBR on you? So maybe it's time to open this. Hey, Anthony. Oh, you're okay. So, shall I show my beer or describe it for Anthony since he's just listening? This is a milk stout called the Charcoal Milker. Whoops, let's get into by Roquemont Microbrasserie of St. Raymond, Quebec. And I've never even heard of this place before. So, I'm looking forward to, I'm looking forward to enjoying the hell out of this. I'm here. I'm hoping. I do like me a stout. I'm okay with milk stouts. I like imperials. I like all kinds of stouties. Little stout action. Smells good. Oh, and also, what are we dealing with on the alcohol? 5.4% alcohol, and it's a 500 milliliter. Are we gonna like focus in here? It's a bit if I get my face out of the way. No. Whatevs, okay. Oh, Austin's got a list for us already. Hold on. This I'm going to find very interesting. Oh, look at that beer. Look at that blackness. See? Can't even see through it. Oh, I'm getting excited here, guys. Ooh, it's got more pop than I'm used to on a stout. Not in a bad way, though. There's an espresso finish to it, sort of at the back of my tongue. Sits really, 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 really nice in the mouth, though. It's got that stout heaviness to it. Just a tinge of ash at the top. There's nothing in English on this bottle, and I don't want to. Apparently, the name Charcoal Milker, le nom de la bière provient de jeu de mots charcoal maker charbonnier. So it says the name of the beer is a play on words for charcoal maker, which I guess they think is the English term for a charbonnier. And that may be true. I don't know. All right, let's see what Anthony's Austin's top 5 are. Top 5 fixed. LT Wright Bushcraft. Yes, I don't have one of those. I have no experience with it, but the interwebs are full of people who love that knife. I would love to swing one day just to see. Garberg Inox. Okay, Garberg stainless. Nice. I got one too. F1 you liked but would have preferred the leather sheath. See, it's funny because I don't want the leather sheath. This Zytel sheath, look, I live in a place that is, practically Arctic for several months of the year. And I saw a video on like dunking your knife in water and letting it freeze solid, and stuff like that, on like what freezes up and what doesn't. And this did better than leather and did better than Kydex. And so right after getting this, I dunked it in water and froze the crap out of it. And it's true, I had no problems practically getting it out. Whereas, like a leather sheath, if you get, if you fall out of a canoe in sub-zero temperatures, I don't know, I'm just coming up with, it'll get stuck in there. It'll freeze right to the knife. So I like the Kydex. It's not a pretty sheath though, is it? Right? It's not a beautiful sheath, but I really like it. And it's, well, look at that. It's got a hole in the bottom. Who the hell doesn't put a hole in the bottom of a sheath these days, you know? Number 4, you want that Topps T Brown tracker. Yep. Yeah, we've talked about that before. I'm on record as saying I appreciate the tracker so much more now that I know what they were doing with that weird design, but I have a really hard time with the look of it. Simo's got a machete that he needs to spend some, yeah. Okay, Austin. Okay, for your folders, Victorinox S557. I don't know that. Victor Mini Champ, yeah. Victorinox New Soldier, yeah. Opinel number 8, $5 112. Okay, I know most of that. That's a pretty legit list, actually. I like it. They finally released extra mounting and sheets for the Garberg and Caswell. Really? Hey, Wood Pigeon, I was thinking about you. Because I just sort of did this live stream without thinking about it. I was gonna drop you a note, but then the guys started getting interesting, and I sort of started talking with them. Zach, you got a good bunch of guys on here. This is a good group, man. Let me see. Austin has a story about the knife. Went on a summer hike with the fam. We stopped and grabbed a sandwich at the store. Wanted to share with my dad. Unsnapped the sheath, pulled the knife, cut the sandwich, went to replace the sheath and thought it was in the sheath. Released your hand. Oh, Austin, how does this story end? Wood Pigeon. Jill came home from Quebec from her sister's baby shower and was trying to get the Oscars on. Okay. Even as someone who went to school to make movies, I never watched the Oscars. Never, ever. I'm afraid of how Austin's story is going to end. Excuse me. Victor, oh, that's the X557. Okay, hey, it's got a bottle, a corkscrew, and a can opener, and a bottle opener. Piece of resolution for cutting labels or opening bottles. Okay, so this is Look, this is an EDC knife. This is not like a woods knife at all. Got a nice collection of tools for that price, though. This has to be an American. There's no way that collection of tools costs $60 in Canada. It's got to be an $80 knife up here. Knife fell, went like a spike into my calf and left a pretty good cut about 3 inches down. Thank the gods it was to the outer part and not too deep. Whew, man. Hey, Sash, what you got to drink? Oh, then it fell and hit the concrete. Is that where the ding in the tip came from? Wood Pigeon. I still haven't seen what your premiere was about. I'm gonna check it out after we're done here. Yeah, it's funny how these knives they can bite us, eh? Like that. Remember, I did that one live on a live stream that night when Simo and LT were here. Got another knife. I'm gonna keep my stropping going. Yeah, Austin. Okay, that's legit. I could see that. I'm also stropping. This is Camille's chef's knife because she likes to help in the kitchen. It's an Opinel, stainless. This is legit a chef's knife made for children. See, it's got a little ring that she can hold into just to help keep her hand in the right place. And as she's chopping veggies or whatever, it's got this little thing that goes on the fingers to sort of protect the fingers as they chop. Brilliant. Brilliant. France is a country of cooks. It's a country where kids have a little bit of wine with supper as children, a very little bit of wine. It's a culture I can greatly get with in many ways. Of course, being French Canadian, I'm supposed to say that, because we do tend to self-colonize when it comes to Paris, let me tell you. You were teaching a course on how to tap trees. Huh. Wood pigeon. Which folding knife was it? Zach. I like it. A stropping young lad. Yeah, this needs a good stropping though, because it hasn't been sharpened since it arrived. Opinel knives do tend to come quite sharp, but the blades are very thin, like across the board, because they're not making woods knives. Even the Opinel, like the number 8 or anything, it's not made for bushcrafters. It's a picnic knife. It's made for food prep. So I find that they need to be stropped just a little bit. We also have a set of European style steak knives from Opinel, which makes many North Americans go kind of googly-eyed, because they're just straight blades, right? They're not the serrated blades like North American steak knives are. Oh, the Bear Grylls one, yeah, okay. Holy crap! That S557 is $103 in Canada. Once you get to like $100 on something, I gotta think real hard. Real hard. I'm not going to be trying to get this like paper slicing sharp or anything. I just want it to be sharp enough that when she's using it, she's got control. What school were you working at, Wood Pigeon? By the way, I would like to say for the record that my first serious bushcraft knife was actually a survival knife, which is why I don't have it anymore. It was the Bear Grylls Ultimate. Not the Ultimate Pro, the Ultimate, with the fine edge, not the serrated. And I think that knife, it fit in my hand really well. Yeah, it was the mystery steel, but it was easy to sharpen. I loved the color of the handle, the orange. I dropped it and I could find it. The blade sort of came a little too, like the blade didn't taper quite gradually enough for me. But the major thing was that sheath. I hated that sheath. I couldn't stand that sheath. I'm a little portly, so the top of the sheath would dig into my side when I was wearing the hat. I was like, no way. So I moved it on. I did a giveaway on Bushcraft USA. Passed it on. But I'm not a Bear Grylls hater, I wouldn't watch Bear Grylls to learn how to survive, but for pure entertainment value, I really like him. And I've said on so many occasions that I like him just because he never badmouths another outdoorsman, and all the other big name guys have, like Lofty Wiseman saying that he could eat Bear Grylls and Ray Mears for breakfast, and like, come on, Lofty Wiseman. He doesn't have to badmouth anyone. He's got chops and he's got the name to go with them, Les Stroud badmouths everyone. It's like, you guys should all be working together because we're not that big a market, Hey, outdoor is here. All right. Wood Pigeon 7 stitches. Holy crap. Outdoor is already retracting messages. Okay. Victorinox Alex Hunter Pro. Simo, do you have a... Oh, gosh. Okay, this beer is... Whew. Sorry, guys. 2. Is Simo already spooling up a link for that? Alex Hunter Pro? Zach was given some lion steel steak knives for Christmas. Nice. Okay. Outdoor, what did you trade for? Are you going to put a link here? I would like to go and take a bushcraft course one summer. Can't happen this year because baby, but maybe 2020. Even just in terms of the networking, networking. Give me something to write a blog post about. Maybe if I can shoot a video while I'm there. Um, hang around with people who do this, so it doesn't feel so lonely. Um, okay, outdoor. Let me see. Wow, holy crap! That's a nice Victorinox. Geez, I wonder how much that costs. It's funny because it's just a real simple pocket knife, but he's got some class, man. It's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, Serge scaled a kitchen knife with walnut. Nice. Have I ever driven out on an ice road? There's an ice. Well, not this year maybe, but there was an ice road going between Oka and is it Rigo? There's an ice road. I haven't actually driven on one. No, I've ridden across one like a long time ago, but I've never been the one driving. Why have you recently driven across an ice road? Oh, you traded for a Garberg. Nice. What did you trade for it? Oh, nice, Austin. That sounds fabulous. Okay, wood pigeon. We'll see you in a minute. Well, Simon, it's whatever's that one outside of Oka that crosses the river or crosses the Lac Lac de Montagne, I guess. I don't know how long it is. Oh man, a Woolrich 80% wool sweater. Man, if I was your size, I would have wanted that. I don't know, Austin. Maybe till 10. It's hard to tell. I mean, I guess until people sort of start dropping off, I guess. But I'm thinking around 10 because I started an hour early. 2 hours seems to be the max I can go without becoming really bored with myself. Um, and I do still, and I do still have to get ready for work tomorrow and stuff. So probably about 10. Okay, Zach. See you in a minute. Yeah, of course I'll still be here, Austin. Sure. Pick me up some beer, okay? Yeah, Serge, if you're okay, I'll send your number to outdoor. To the outdoor, the bear. And Austin, even if I'm not here, Simone will probably be. Woo! I finally took over the channel. Hmm? You know what I should have done a video on today? Look, I didn't have time, so it doesn't matter. I have an IMP sitting right here, which I tore open and then never got around to making a video. Smoked meat with demi-glace glacé sauce. Smoked meat, sauce demi-glace. Menu numéro 9. I tore it open and I didn't even reach in and take stuff out, you know? God knows how old it is. You made something today? What'd you make? Zach, I don't know yet. I was thinking of maybe just going with Simone suggested 2 alternatives to WhatsApp, but like I don't want to settle on something that everyone has to download an app for kind of thing. Like if any of you guys are already using WhatsApp, then I'm good with that, you know? But if not, then Serge, no, not Serge. Simo, if you don't mind, at some point, can you drop links to those 2 that you were telling me about again? Maybe we can talk about it. Because my main thing is I can't spend like $90 a month just because I'm texting outdoor dauber in the States or like, you know, stuff like that. The thing with WhatsApp is that there's like, since they've been bought, I feel that the security is probably, you know, tail spinning. And because some of the people that I do tend to talk to in this milieu are a little paranoid, I figure I'll just play into their funky little tinfoil hats if it means that we can chat without me spending bazillions of dollars a month on extra phone charges. Charges, not chargers. Gonna get my daughter's knife so sharp. And then warn her about it so that she doesn't kill herself while making carrots. I think Signal was the one that I sort of looked at as being, it looks really user friendly, and you know, the other one, what was the other one? Oh yeah, it's here. Keybase looks kind of techy, you know. So I was leaning towards Signal. You know, if they're both free, then you know, okay. Oh no, Simo's buffering. Who's buffering right now? I did say a sharp knife is a safe knife. Absolutely. A lot of people are into Tunnel Bear. Oh, you made a poke. Nice. Nice. Okay, good. Not everyone's buffering. So, okay, if I download Signal, outdoor, whatever we download here, I need you to do too so that we can go back to chatting like all day, every day without me spending a zillion bucks, okay? So I'm downloading Signal unless you tell me to download something else. Right the hell now. But, Tic Tac. But I'm going to download it directly on the phone because, hello. Silliness. Simo, tell Outdoor to download Signal. Because he's not listening to me. Yeah, I don't care about team collaboration and file sharing, so no. Signal. Signal Messenger. Boom, okay. I'm trying to show you the damned Signal private messenger. Um, so Zach, I think, asked. That's what we're doing. Signal. Hote. So anyone who wants to, to chat during the week, I'm just installing it now. I'll set it up so that I can, I don't know, give you whatever's my contact info. Open Whisper Systems. Open Whisper. Sounds mysterious. And yet open. Dark and yet transparent. I'm half tempted to buff this up to a high gloss, but I think that would be... It's the kind of thing you should really ask someone else if they mind you doing it to their knife first, you know? That beer ain't getting any worse. That's pretty good. I'm pretty glad I'm good with my purchase here. Charcoal milker. But yeah. So I don't know. Would you guys be interested in seeing a video if I do one of this? And Status, when the hell are we getting to that piece of forest again, man? I'm dying here. Boom. Starting it up. Oh, Jesus. I mean that in a respectful way. I don't know how many of you guys are hardcore Christian. Excuse me. I'm entering my phone number. I'm clicking on the register. I'm entering the verification that they sent me. Would like to send me... Yes, I will allow you to send me notifications. Profile names. I'm entering raindancebushcraft. Avatar. Ooh. Let me see what I got. Let me see if I have an avatar to put. Okay, dates that I'm available. Okay, I'll get on that right after we're done here. I'm seeing if I have any. Boom. Same picture as my usual stuff. Start my first Signal conversation. Tap on the compose button. I'm sending Simo a note to see how that works. Because I don't know how to tell you guys what my contact name is, right? Well, Simo evidently got my enjoying. I'm not rating it this now. I'm not ready. So Simo, what does my what do I show up as? Do I show up as raindancebushcraft or do I show up as my phone number? Kill. I gotta reload my strop sometime soon. It's starting to look a little like what I like to do every several months is I take something and I scrape it down to get some of the built up compound off, and then I just put a light load up of compound again. I find that it sort of brings back some of the strop's life. I'll tell you what, though. I would like a thick, a wider strap. I would like one that's twice as wide as this. You know, my buddy Robin, who you guys know, he made himself a strap it's a really nice size. I find that a strap of this width is okay for like a. Okay, I'm showing up as Jesse Corbet, really? But that's not what I set myself up as. Like here, it says Rain Dance Bushcraft. Interesting. Very interesting. Censorship circumvention is not necessary. You are already connected to this signal service. Fine by me. Hold on. I'm going to send Paul a. Damn it, I don't remember Outdoor Dauber's second name, and I don't want to talk about that online because that would be. Yes, I remember. I remember. Boom. I have just sent Outdoor Dauber a invite. You're pretty much busy the next couple of weekends due to spring break. Damn it, man. Spring break just means that I'm actually free for once. So we're just going to have to ignore our families. That's just the way it's going to have to be. But yes. Yes, okay. I'm just checking. Okay, so good. I've got Signal set up. So if anyone's not on their phone right now and doesn't mind, I find clogged metal affects the strap's performance. I like to use a pencil eraser to clean it up. A pencil eraser. Interesting. Okay. Did I just get a message or what? What's going on? Okay, so I am showing up as Rain Dance Bushcraft. So in Signal, Rain Dance Bushcraft, 2 words, capital R, capital B. Zach, if you want in on that, although you're not down where Paul is, so I guess it doesn't really matter for you. This is just because I'm tired of giving Rogers more money than I have to. As someone who used to freelance for Rogers, I don't like giving them my money if I can avoid it. Such a nice knife. So exciting to have one of these. I'm still so jazzed about this. Outdoor man, I ramble because it's the only way I can actually get anything said. I ain't gonna sit here and just pay attention to the chat because for 2 reasons: A, the live stream won't be that interesting. B, you guys are gonna get egos. I don't want you guys to get egos because then you'll be almost as insufferable as I am. So I'm doing the world a favor. You know what I was thinking about lately? Like, I've got a lot of knife makers that I'm subscribed to on Instagram. There's this guy, Wissahickon Knives. Beautiful work. And it's funny how we Hey, Dr. Sharp, what is up? Um, where was I? Like, triple X knives, nice stuff, and I think he's Kanakistani, like I am. Wissahickon Knives is making some really nice stuff. There's a guy in Switzerland called Piss on a Biscuit. I can't remember. Hold on, I'll check. What the hell is his name? What the hell's his name? Oh, now I can't find. But there are so many people out there making really good knives, And it's funny because when I think about knives that I would love to get, I just default to the same, to the same sort of well-known makers. I mean, even Dan Woak, right? Coal Crackers, they're making a knife stem to stern. Oh yeah, there's some Wissahickon, but of course you can't see anything because whatevs. What's that Swiss dude's name? Uh, I can't find it, but I mean, anyways, the fact is that there are so many guys making, well, guys and women, making really nice knives out there. Like, I'm thinking back to my knife bucket list blog post that I made, and of course, all you guys have read, of course, right? One little second here. Blog. It's weird. Am I in my page on my blog? My most recent posts aren't showing up, which seems weird to me. Seems highly bizarre. So I'm trying to get into the blog area and see what's up with that. Weird. Why is that happening? Hold on, boys. Let me get back to our. Well, I guess I won't be able to show that, but Doctor. Okay, the picture I had was like for the thumbnail. Hey, Meat Kill, how's it going? Wood Pigeon's back. One knife should be on my priority Groman number 1. There is a Groman number outdoor. You want to drop me a URL to that? Hey, Hiking Deep's here. Wood Pigeon and Hiking Deep together at last. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to figure out what the hell went wrong with my blog because that's weird that they're not showing up. And kind of irritating. It's kind of irritating, you know what I'm saying? let me just see what's going on here. Blog posts. Oh no, the blog post is just a lot older than I thought it was. Fine. Absolutely fine. So how do I share this now? There we go. I shall now do my best to share my blog post with you. So irritating the way WordPress works. I would really like not to be using WordPress, to be honest with you. But I don't have the time to look into Wix or whatever. I just don't have the time. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's funny because that blog post was a lot older than I. So here, this list, my bucket list is full of like sort of big names, but there are all these guys who I was saying like Wissahickon and all this. They're making great knives, but because we all sort of concentrate on like the Jack Lores and Adventure Sworns and stuff, these little guys don't get any press. So they may be making spectacular knives, but you know they're not on the radar. You know. Tyler, how's it going? Oh, did Simo already throw down a nutsack? Outdoor will be back in a minute. Dr. Sharp, I miss having a cat. Now that Tyler's here, we can get get the party started, right? Yeah, doctor, I get that, but I it's just because I don't live near them, I don't have a chance to discover so many of these guys. Well, this is where Instagram is magical, right? Because I've discovered some knife makers that I never would have heard of before, you know. And there are so many makers out there. Like you sometimes wonder if there are enough people buying knives to keep all these makers going, you know. And in fact, the guy who made my Australian Woodlore clone, I don't think he's working in knives anymore because I don't see anything recent by him on the blade forums or anything, you know. What the hell are Hiking Deep and Simone talking about? NASA, not a straight answer. I I think the Canadian Space Agency should have these T-shirts because this is a T-shirt that was available at the Gap, you know, whereas the CSA they still sort of sell through their gift shop and that's about it. It's like no man, you got to get your name out there in a bigger way, you know. Ford found dead on road dead. Okay, you're talking about found on road dead. You're talking about the cars. I don't think you're wrong about that. Uh, saw your video on a knife maker from China. Are you talking to me? I don't remember. First on race day. I was just Austin. Welcome back. I was just saying how like I put a link to my whatever, to this. My knives bucket list, and it's the bucket list as someone who didn't discover any of his favorite knife makers through Instagram, because as I have more and more knife makers subscribe to me, and I'm discovering more and more small name knife makers and subscribing to them, it's amazing the work that's being done out there by small name guys, you know, and yet, YouTube is full of the adventurous ones and the jack lowers, and some of these other guys are making really good work as well, you know. Fiat, fix it again, Tony. I think it's funny how the Fiat Chrysler marriage was one of convenience for sure, but it's like an American car company that was absolutely on the road to disappearing, and an Italian car company that was absolutely on the road to disappearing seem to have saved each other. Have you guys ever noticed that every car company that's ever owned Jeep as a brand has gone under? Chrysler's still around, but who the hell knows what the future brings? Your favorite makers are just those who have played social media, game the best. Who are a couple of your favorites there, Austin? Do you follow Wissahickon Knives at all? Yeah, Chrysler owns Jeep. Yeah, but that's the thing, though. I mean, Chrysler almost went under. I mean, they don't exist as an independent car company anymore. Sold for $75 with leather sheath. Dodge to avoid. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Hiking Deep doesn't like Moras. Well, actually, Mora does make a filleting knife. I don't think that the sheath is the coolest thing about Moras. What I think about Mora, what I like about Moras is that they're serviceable bush knives for like $0 practically. $30 or $20 gets you a serviceable bush knife, not one that you're going to baton with. But if some of the trolls on my channel recently will have anything to say about it, you shouldn't be batoning with a knife anyway. Okay, got that out of the way. But Dr. Sharp, that Tareva, I don't. I keep looking at it whenever I'm at the Veristelica website. Dutch Bushcraft Knives did a video on it at one point a while ago. They seem to think it's pretty good. Speaking of fillet knives, we were handling one soon. Oh, that's interesting. Who batons with a knife? Nobody batons with a knife. Nobody at all. I didn't Instagram a picture of myself making tinder with a knife today at all. Actually, it was kindling. A little tinder, but mostly kindling. Yeah, you want a Tarafa Puko? Yeah. 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 That would not be a bad purchase, I don't think. I sharpened up my Mora chisel this past week. Really needed it. It's a good serviceable little shop knife, you know. Um, they ain't fancy, that's for sure. But when you're spending $18 for a knife, I may have something to show you guys. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. Yes, I got a few little things this week. First of all, it's mostly shop stuff. Hold on. Uh, Signal telling you to enter name or number. Yeah, that's how you get it set up. Um, well, Dr. Sharp, I don't think you can go wrong with that. That's for sure. Everyone I see who's got one thinks they're. I mean, it's another one where they're great for the price, you know. So I picked up some shop tools this week. First of all, as I showed the guys who were on earlier, um, sharpening film from 100 micron to not 0.3 micron, baby's bottom soft, and that's lapping glass, so it's guaranteed to be within 0.0001 of an inch flat. 3 zeros, not two. Got a little crepe to bring my belt sander back to life. Okay, here's my marking gauge. Okay, this is all workshop stuff, but you know, you guys have seen my workshoppy videos. So here's my marking gauge, right? It's a Lee Valley. You know, you move it to where you need to be. This is a blade. You know, you set your. Okay, it's terrible. I can't stand it. It doesn't work. I'm tightening, and it's anyways. So I got one of these. This is a mortise one and a normal one. It's not the deluxe one, so you just sort of, you know, you loosen it up a little bit. You reef on it to, you know. Anyways, it's very nice. I'm very happy to have it. Crown Tools, Sheffield, England, where all good stuff like that comes from. And I got this little Stanley, this dinky little Stanley pocket knife to use as a marking knife. Anyone who watches a lot of Paul Sellers will definitely recognize this knife because this is what he uses as a marking knife and to do his knife walls. How many of you guys watch Paul Sellers? So anyways, it was cheap as chips. It was like 11 bucks Canadian. So God knows, you guys in the States can probably get it for like $6. And that's your locking mechanism there. So that's just some like shop stuff I picked up. Of course, when I got this, I got home and I called my dad. My dad was a carpenter for decades, and then he became a building inspector, and he's still the guy I talk about tools with the most. I was like, you guys know, you've seen me do it on screen. Anything big, I don't, because I mean, I've got an axe. I've got axes, in fact. 3 zeros and what? The glass is guaranteed to be flat to within 0.0001 of an inch, kind of thing. It's just what you do for lapping glass or like lapping granite blocks. That's sort of what the standard is of flatness. Sam, so this is what you're asking about? This one, this is the non-deluxe one. So this one I think was like 60 or 64 or something. The deluxe one's like 99. What the difference is, instead of this, to move your mortising around, it's a thumb screw, so it's a lot more exact. But for an extra 40 bucks, that exactitude on this tool, I'll just go tack, tack, tack really, really carefully. Wood pigeon's back. Hey. Hold on. Oh no, who's buffering right now? Yeah, I'm a bit with Odor on the battening. I don't know what's going on here. Zach is back here. Here, give me a second here. Let's see if I can find the lapping glass. No. Hold on. Sharpening. I'm just going to see if I can find it. It's American made, by the way. The glass. I'm seeing if I can find it, but of course I'm probably not going to now that I'm looking for it. Ceramic sharpening stones. Artificial Negura stone. Diamond lapping film. Lapping. Arkansas oil stones. Oh, where's the glass, man? What the hell? What's up with this? Glass. I'm just looking at glass. Damn it. I'm missing the live chat. You guys are probably saying a lot of hilarious things about nutsacks. I don't get it. I don't know what I don't know why I can't find it. I mean, I bought it there. For God's sakes. For God's sakes, man. Retail order store, Laval. That's where I want to see, I think. Glass lapping plate. Okay. Okay. So here's the page to the glass lapping plate. Probably missed the entire bloody conversation. There you go. Dr. Rothstein, Dr. Sharp, to me, if you're saying you're not sure if you want to carry the weight of an axe to the backcountry, you should always have an axe of some sort. Like, my little 10-inch handled, my little buddy hatchet. If you're worried about weight, then something like that. Just because that was the Tarava, which one was it? Is that like a big chopper? Because if the knife is big, if it's a big chopper, then maybe you don't need an axe. Depending on where you live as well, right? In the forest of like Quebec, Ontario, kind of northern New York or upstate New York, I think they call it. You need an axe, but like a big honking chopper can really do some of that axe work. Oh, you guys are still talking about that Walters. Hilariously, it looks like we both found the same. Guys, yeah, it's in the product review. Every time you touch it, you get a migraine. That's weird. Well, if you can't do a positive review, then you do a negative review, right? I mean, if you accepted the thing for review, look, it's easier for blah. It's easy for me to say because I used to do reviews professionally, right? I was paid to do reviews, not by the product manufacturers, but by a magazine I was working at. So to me, it's like this didn't work. I mean, When giving a negative review, you got to be careful that you don't just come off as a hater. So like when I was giving a negative review, I was very clear about why it didn't work, and I never let any vitriol get into it. Like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. I was like, disappointingly, this widget didn't work because it was poorly designed, kind of thing, or the design was great but the workmanship was off, or the design was great, it was beautifully put together, but the steel was too soft. Something like that. Um, I think that when giving a negative review, unless the product was designed from a disrespectful place, you have to keep it positive, because a negative review someone can use to improve their product and say, okay, I hated that, but thank you. I'll come back with something better. Um, and it's good if there's anything positive that well, this thing didn't work, but geez, it sure looks pretty. Anything, that you can sort of start with is nice. Um, a fire starter. Like a fire starter, or like a fire starting substance, you know? Because if it's a substance and it gives you a migraine, then I would probably get that the hell away from you, because there's probably some kind of toxicity going on. Simo is coming from the same place as I am, I see. I got to get onto Bushcraft USA more. I just don't have the I don't know, the chutzpah for it or something. I do wish this had come with at least one other blade. I can't believe that somebody actually carries one of these in their EDC. Well, the thing is, it's not designed to be a shop knife, like it's not designed as a marking knife, right? It's designed to be just a pocket knife. So I guess it makes sense. It's a cute little guy. They don't make them like they used to, that's for sure. But you're in the largest continuous section of hardwoods in the States. Um, Considering an Agua Canyon type saw and a decent bushcraft knife. What's the length? What's your target length on a bushcraft knife, Doctor? Did I see your latest review? No, I haven't seen anything lately. This weekend I've been going. I had a fairly sudden gig on Saturday night, so I went and did that, and then today I was just really really busy, so I haven't been keeping up. But I'll check it out right after we're done here. I I've never reviewed a machete. I've never actually used one. There are parts of the countryside here where I could use one, but um, like big choppers and machetes and stuff, it's not really that kind of territory. I'd like to get my hands on a nice machete just to do a video on it at least. So I'll take a look at your video with great interest. Yeah, outdoor. I have a hard time jumping back in when I haven't had the conversations in so long. Um, you think Joy will review it, but you want to endorse her going further? Now I'm interested to see what this product is. Gig playing bass, yes sir. In fact, which one did I play this time? It was weird. I showed up and I couldn't remember which one I put in the case. It was, yes, I remember now. It was this guy here. I do love this bass. I didn't think I was going to when I bought it, but that's a nice one. I'm down to 2 basses. I think you guys know that. I used to have like four or five. I don't. I think at my peak I had 5, but I'm down to 2, and I'm okay with that. Oh, you're in Southern Illinois. Outdoor, that one doesn't count because I was literally going off screen to show one of you guys something. Man, why you gotta be like that? You know what I'm saying? I have way too many things open in this browser. I gotta close some of these because they're gonna start choking the browser. Against that choking the browser, I'm gonna close the Victorinox pages. I now have Signal, so I can close that. I'm not getting Keybase, so I can close that. There we go. There we go. So yeah, it was was not a well paying gig, but it was fun. It was with like a part-time fiddler. He's not a part-time fiddler, but he plays with us part-time when our normal fiddler can't get into town. Love playing with that guy, so I took the gig even though it didn't pay very well. You got 17 tabs open? Holmes, what the hell, man? So here's something I'm doing again, which I didn't think I was going to be doing again. I'm leaving my videos running 24/7 in the background on this computer because as I think I told you guys, it like you get graded on 4,000 hours in the past 365 days. So exactly a year ago, I kind of went into a bit of a lull in terms of people looking at my stuff. So I've gone like, man, I was at 98% of the way there, and then I went down to like 93, and now I'm at 89. Like I've literally gone from 3.6 thousand hours in the past year to 3.5 thousand hours in the past year. It's like I can't win, you know. Can't win. What I should do is get a female friend to pose for my thumbnails in a bikini, and then have her just sort of randomly jump into the into the video. I'm just being stupid. I'm frustrated. I'm really frustrated with YouTube right now. The service is great. The company is absolutely not. Um, you don't have a preference for blade length, but yeah, you like something to split small limbs. Simo, I should install Signal on my Mac as well. Let me go back to that link you had. Livali. Here, I'll just Signal. Signal.org. Okay. I will install it upon my desktop as well. Boom. Install for Mac. How come you're not working, Holmes? Let's go. Boom. Oh. Sorry. Okay, I'll install that as soon as we're done here, just in case installing closes down my browser or something. Okay, and I'm going to get back to where we really are. Yeah, it's maybe Doctor. In fact, anyone else chime in? Maybe Doctor Sharp is looking for like a 5-inch blade. Maybe I'm only happy with a 4-inch blade. I find, or at least so far, I've only been happy with a 4-inch blade. I find that anything larger than that gets just a little unwieldy. Although better for batoning larger pieces of wood. Good old Simo. Yuck. Not ready to pose in a bikini for me. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm okay. Getting a little windy down there, outdoor dauber? We've been on for an hour and 22 minutes. Okay, we're still good. We're still good, you know what I'm saying? I'm out of beer, but I do have tea. Now, I wonder how easy it's going to be to find blades for this. Because if I'm using it as a striking knife, it's got to be sharp. Now, another interesting thing is most striking knives are like ground on one side only. And this, obviously, because it's not designed as a striking knife, it's a two-sided bevel. But at $11, why not try it out, right? Because a dedicated striking knife is going to cost me more than that. So if I can get away from having to spend that kind of money, I'm going to call that a win. I'm hungry, dude. How many of you guys read the Paul Kirtley blog? Because I put a link to one of his recent blog posts in my Facebook page, but I don't think I put it into my YouTube post. Specifically about teaching kids about bushcrafty things and like skills development. So I read it and I've been sort of rethinking about how I've been approaching teaching Camille how to use knives and stuff. We approach this stuff with as much knowledge as we have. And it's important to be open to new knowledge when what the hell's in here? Yes, okay, I know what that's from. Fucking envelopes on my bloody desk. There. Hey, Craig, how's it going? You designing anything new right now? I think I shall ask for, just to be saucy, I think I'm going to ask my wife for that camp carver for my birthday. I won't get it, but just to watch her face go when she sees the price of it. Yeah, Zach, the Carrie Pucco, yeah. That's bigger though, but that might actually be the one that Dr. Sharp should look at though, because if he doesn't necessarily want to be carrying an axe, if he just wants a knife and a saw, that might be the size to go for. Yeah, yeah, doctor, definitely take a look at that. Forking on a. I get what you were saying. Yeah. So you guys think I should do that? Ask the wife for the camp carver for my birthday, just to watch her face go white. Her face can't go white; she's black. But I mean, I don't know why even. What? You guys don't know anything about her. I when I'm buying her gifts, I always set myself a price limit of $300, and then if it's one big thing or a whole bunch of little things, I hit that. Not because I think that the number is important, but just because it takes away a variable. Because I'm not. Here's what I do when I'm looking for things to buy for her. I just listen to whatever she talks about for the year. and then make sure that she gets something that she's been talking about but felt kind of weird about buying for herself because it's too expensive or whatever. Um, it's the end of a beer. But like, when it comes for asking for stuff, first of all, I'm at the stage in my life where if something comes into the house, if I get something that's not related to my channel, like video equipment or bushcraft equipment or axes, stuff like that, or maybe music equipment, then it's just going to take up room that I no longer have. So I get really stressed about it. But on the flip side, I'm glad to say that I'm at an age where people don't tend to buy you gifts for your birthday or Christmas anymore. I mean, you still get stuff for Christmas, but for your birthday, people just tend to come to your party and bring a good bottle of wine. So I don't really have to worry about it all that much. You know what I'm saying? Man, Craig, I would love to see your workshop at some point. Or even just the screen of your computer. But yeah, so Dr. Sharp, maybe definitely take a look at that Yakari Puko. They make a lot of really interesting things. If the Yakari Puko is the one I'm thinking about, that is, I think that's the one that's a little bigger. Yeah, Simone, he's not going to publish his designs on GitHub. He's got a sweet deal going on, man. It's got a deal I would love to have. I would love to have the knowledge to be able to deserve that kind of deal, that kind of activity. You know? Oh, you got a shipping container. Nice. Nice. Simple Little Life was working out of a shipping container for a long time while his house was being finished. What's cool about that is, he could pretty much make it however he wanted. Like if I had a shipping container, if I had room for a shipping container, I would just knock holes in it to put like a vent for my dust extraction system and stuff like that. That'd be really nice. Be better than my falling apart garage that I'm at some point going to turn into my workshop. What the hell's a Halligan anyway? While I check it out. Halligan. That's not it. Oh, a Halligan bar. Okay. Yes. Yes, I see. Yes. The irons. Yeah, yeah. I get what you're talking about. I didn't know it was called a Halligan. um, oh, the snowplow. Yeah, yeah. No snowplows going by past here right now. We are getting poured on. It's all gonna be frozen by tomorrow, probably. Oh, Craig, that sounds really cool. Skylight, wood stove. Yeah, nice. Yeah, and I'll trade you snow for the rain we're getting. So between outdoor and me, you've got two offers of a trade. Tea's a good drink. That should be one of my t-shirts. Tea's a good drink. I think I say that a lot. I think I say it too much, actually. But can't wait to use this. At some point, Robin was supposed to come over and we were supposed to finish my workbench today, but his daughter is ill. So I did not, and as soon as that happened, it's like my day filled up. If Robin and Nora aren't coming over, then we got a million things for you to do, Jess. It's like, great, amazing. It's damn windy in northern Wisconsin. Okay. Buffering again? Craig, do you have electricity going out to that thing then? You have to have electricity going out. What a ridiculous thing to ask about. Because you got to have lights in there. Do you have like a plan done up in on your computer? What's the app you use again? Do you use SketchUp for your axe designs? Oh, you bought a bag of ice, so you got cocktails going? Nice. I'm out of beer. Bourbon and ginger ale. Legit. Legit. You talking about my pink foam walls there, Sales, or do you have pink foam walls as well? Because I think I know what you're talking about. And I think you're just being a hater, okay? My pink foam walls keep my house warm and they keep my live streams fabulous, okay? Fabulous. Oh, landscape timbers, okay. SketchUp to draw. You are use Robin uses SketchUp to design like when we were working out our workbenches and stuff, and I see the power of SketchUp. I just also see the learning curve. The learning curve, you know. So I open it up and I look at it, and then I close it back up and I draw on a piece of paper, and then I make a video of sharpening a kitchen knife and I carve up the damn piece of paper I was supposed to keep because it had the design of my damn garage on it, which is funny. It's hilarious, right? Um, oh yeah, the lantern. It's only okay. Really? Why? Man, I almost bought one of those this week. You should have made your shed bigger. Sales, you should always make your shed bigger. You always got to make your shed bigger, Sales. I'm here to help you, man. I'm here to help you, give you ideas, tell you how it's got to be. You got to make that shed bigger. Paint has been fading. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll look them up online and see if that's like a known issue or something. Hmm. I should definitely give SketchUp another go. I mean, I know so many people who are using it to good effect. You know, um, because I see the power of it. I see the power of being able to really visualize what you're doing. I would love to do the design for my garage in SketchUp. I would love it. I think, man, that would be crazy good. Be nice. Um, I got some real good ideas for that garage. Peeling and cracky, really. Peeling and cracky. Peeling and cracking. Hmm. It's disappointing. Hey, Outdoor, welcome back. Some of you guys have vintage lanterns. The one that Austin and I are talking about is the that German one, the Feuerhand, and he's having some trouble with maybe the heat making the paint sort of peel and crack. Do you guys? Do any of you have like really old Colemans? It's like, is it a dual fuel lantern, Austin? Because like it works just like with oil or with I have to wake up. Help me out here. Anyway, Serge is good with ketchup. Good. You use lamp oil only? Oh no, they only work with, yeah, you only use lamp oil, which is what I would do as well, probably. You know. Kerosene, yes, it works with kerosene. I'm just checking on something here. Fusion 360 has to be an Autodesk thing. I'm gonna look it up. Yes, it's a 3D CAD app. CAD and CAM, of course. Get it now. Free trial, yeah, but so how much is it when it's not a free trial anymore? Let me see the buy. Thing is, I mean, I've worked with Autodesk stuff before. Yeah, they're moving to a subscription model. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, the Fusion 360 is 650 Canadian a year. I can't stand the subscription model. I don't support it. It pisses me off that I have to pay Adobe for Photoshop every year. But Austin, the lamp still works fine though, right? I mean, aside from the cosmetic stuff, it's like it gives off a good light and everything. Outdoor is right. My shed is plenty big, so no man ever. True. I have SketchUp on my machine. I just gotta sort of, because I don't have a lot of time anymore at all. You know how I keep talking about how I feel trapped about my life. Um, like I get really daunted by anything where I have to start, where I have to dive into a, like, even a small learning curve, right? I was like, I don't have time. What I should do is just say, no, this Thursday night I'm going to sit here and I'm going to be stressing about nothing because I'm going to learn SketchUp, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. You know, I should just sort of like time block my Thursday night because it's the only night I have off, and say, this is what I'm doing tonight. Nothing will stress me. I will take my time. That's what I should be doing. You know. Uh, Annual software subscriptions are a communist plot. You're a weirdo sometimes. Are you having trouble with Wix as well? Do they have do they have like a specific approved Wix? Yeah, Craig, that's sort of the unwritten, that's the subtext of what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't want to feel stupid or bad at something, you know. Oh, looks like Serge knows all about that club. Mm. So today I was standing. What was that? What? So today I was standing in Canadian Tire and I'm looking at two bench grinders. Okay. Over communist plots are open source software. Truth. Um, so I'm standing there looking at bench grinders today. Okay, you know the ones with the two wheels. And here's a question I have for you guys because I'm standing in Canadian Tire, so they're both Mastercraft, whatever. There's a 6-inch and there was an 8-inch, and I've done this standing at Canadian Tire and looking at these two like 3 times in the past 4 weeks. There's like $10 between them. Is there any absolute benefit that going for 8-inch discs over six gives me? Because I see a lot of issues with it. In that, okay, the grinder is only $10 more, and it's a little more deluxe, right? It's got a lamp on it and blah blah blah. But all the damn discs are also $10 more. So the hidden costs start to, if I'm getting like a felt wheel and then a firm felt wheel and whatever, like a paper disc or something, like every wheel I buy adds $10 above the 6-inch, you know? So whereas I originally said, man, 8 versus 6, I'm going 8. Now I'm sort of rethinking it and thinking, hold on, man. It depends on how many wheels you're going to buy, you know? Wait, where are we? SketchUp is drawing a 2D shape and pulling the face into 3D. Yeah, that's true. Here's the thing, Craig. All I'm really going to be using the bench grinder for is like stropping and like using compound on axe bits, stuff like that. I'm not. I may end up like using it to sharpen chisels, but right now I'm just looking at a stropping and polishing thing for when I'm working on axes, or whatever. So I kind of want to keep the price down. If there's no real benefit to going for that extra, look, it looks like it does more, but like I don't need a faster motor because if your motor's going too fast and like say you've got say I was grinding a bit instead of polishing one, if the motor's going too fast, I don't want to have to deal with too much heat buildup. I know you just go splash, but I don't want to be thinking about that all the time. So a faster motor is not necessarily a plus to me. Uh, Hold on. An 8-inch wheel won't heat up as much, but if it's got the faster motor, then maybe it will. Um, you would like to have a future topic be parenting and child rearing? We can set that for an upcoming Tuesday if you want. Yeah, 8-inch wheel would definitely do less concave. Yeah. Yeah, I think the 8-inch would be easier for me to really move and not worry about tapping on the motor. That's for sure. But man, the wheels can get expensive on an 8-incher. Know what I'm saying? Sure, Simo. Sure. That'll at least get me sort of using one of these things so I'll know what I'm really looking for after having experienced it a bit, rather than being all in the theory and not in the practice. Austin, that sounds cool. I've seen one of my friends, I think. No, I know someone who's got one of those little hand crankies. Yeah. Um. Yeah. It's funny. I keep going. I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna make a decision. I'm gonna buy one, and then I just stand there and I look. 6 inch, 8 inch, 6 inch, 8 inch, 6 inch, 8 inch. Oh, it's 5 o'clock and it's Sunday. I have to leave. You know. Well, Craig, see, here's the thing. Like Lee Valley sells a really good one. Like I think it's got a variable speed motor. It's really strong. It's it's way better than these Mastercraft guys. But it's like $250 instead of the Mastercraft are 119 for the 8 inch or 99 for the 6 inch. And if I walk in while they've got one of their frequent sales, it's like $70 and $80 kind of thing. So I'm just looking at getting a beginner one for now anyway. Um, you'd let me borrow Simone's? Okay, good. All right, thanks. I'll let Simone know that you've told me to borrow his. Yeah, it might be a Craigslist buy. I don't know. But like a 3 horsepower grinder, like doesn't that seem like overkill for what I'm looking to like what do you guys use a grinder for aside from maybe stropping or honing an edge? Well, not really honing, but stropping up an edge or using like compound on a say a felt wheel or something just to give it a polish. Like I know some guys, as I said, they sharpen their shop tools on them, but I don't know how many guys actually do that versus like my dad has a bench grinder, but he doesn't use it for sharpening. Wire wheel, that's also important. You know, that's a good point because the wire wheel I've been using is the one on my angle grinder, but it might be safer if I just have the wire wheel stationary on a bench grinder and move the piece across it. You know, I'm out of tea and I'm out of beer, but it's okay because we're almost out of time. 10 minutes left. I don't know. So maybe I don't go to Canadian Tire for it, but I have a gift card and I don't know what's on it, but I have a gift card. So whatever I do buy there ends up costing a lot less. Zach. In fact, I didn't. I don't have the bell. I don't have the bell. I'll be right back. One of you is going to count that, right? I wasn't planning to live stream today, guys. We're not going to have this bell anymore once that handle comes in. Came with your house. Didn't Cold Cracker just do a video on how to 90 degree the spine on one of those? Was it Cold Cracker? No, maybe it wasn't Cold Cracker. Somebody did. Like a shop video on like when you 90 degree the spine with one of those, do it like this instead of like this. Who the hell was that? Huh. I don't remember. It's getting cold down here. Not yet. We still got to get one outdoor. I think Simone said he might have a line on an axe head, but I don't remember. It was Cold Cracker. Okay. Yeah. That was interesting because I've always sort of, when I was 90ing a spine, I always just used not a rasp, a file, went across it kind of thing. Hey, LT, how's it going? Oh, you're just back from the field? Well, we're about to get off anyway. We've only got, 9 minutes left, which is okay because I really got to piss. Just saying. Was just saying. What the hell was I saying? I don't remember. Yeah, so you know what, I'll check my my options a lot more on those bench grinders. I'll see what kind of stuff pops up. I know I want to have one because I want to be working that into my restoration work. Though there is a certain, no, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say there's a certain je ne sais quoi to doing my restorations using only hand tools, but the fact is I don't only use hand tools. I use an angle grinder with a wire brush. See you later, LT. Yeah, I should probably sell some stuff. I don't know what I would sell though. Like I don't have a lot of stuff that's worth a lot of money. Um, yeah, I could take a look and see what I got. What I got to get rid of. Yeah, LT, we'll see you Tuesday. Yeah, outdoor, that's a good idea. You're batting it in about halfway so that it's being held really nice and tight, and then you file. That's good. Yeah. I'm gonna let go of this at somehow. I'm not gonna sell it though. I'm just gonna give it away. This was a disappointing purchase. Not a great solution. Not compared to this. Yeah, that's gonna disappear. Done. I'm gonna do a shop tool audit this year. Get rid of everything I've got. Everything that's doubled up too much. I'm just gonna off gas. Because what I've got is a lot of oh, here's half of a set of ratchets, or here's a few mismatched wrenches, or I've got I've got like 3 1-inch chisels, all of which are in, you know. Whoa, Austin, you ordered a Frost River pack? Holy crap, when? When'd you do that? Which pack is it? Oh yeah. Which pack was it? Outdoor, I'm not selling my Walters Black Diamond to buy grinder. No, no, that's not gonna happen. Austin, which pack was it that you said you're gonna order a Velcro patch to sew on it? Nice. It's funny because for my Hidden Woodsman pack, please note I'm not getting off screen. I have a Velcro patch for it, so that I can put my Velcro patch on the Velcro patch. I just have to find someone to sew it on for me because I don't have a sewing machine I don't have a sewing machine at all. And I hear tell that you need a specific kind of sewing machine to whatever. Anyway. So yeah, which bag was it that you ordered? Because we've had this conversation, and it wasn't you weren't ordering like an Il Royale, right? You were ordering something different, and I don't remember what it was. What the hell was it? Oh, no. Yeah, the Nesmic, right. Oh, you missed it by 10 minutes, so you had to order it. And why was it that you said you wanted that particular model? That Nesmic is it's a nice bag. It's just because whenever someone mentions Frost River, I expect them to say they ordered the Il Royale or the Junior or something. 4 minutes to go. I'm waiting for Austin to tell me to remind me why he wanted the Nesmuk bag. Aside from the fact that it's canvasy goodness. Such a nice bag. Would that one be one of their canoe packs? Would you say that one's a canoe pack? Timber Cruiser, old number 3, Il Royale, blah. I'm just looking through their canoe packs. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, Nesmuk is one of their canoe packs. Okay. Man, some of these packs have some like real old world, not old world, but old time appeal to them, eh? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if I had the money to get the Il Royale, it would have to be the junior or even that smaller one, because the full size Il Royale is literally too big for me. You know. We got 2 votes here for the Cliff Jacobson bag. 30-liter, yeah. Actually, that's a good Tuesday night topic. So why don't we make this Tuesday vintage or tactical, and then maybe next Tuesday parenting in the bush. Yeah, I'd be okay with vintage or tactical as a. I know what side of that I come down on in a big way. I'm a little tactical averse myself, as I keep saying. As I do indeedly keep saying. Bell's over there. All right, I'm ready. Man, as soon as we're done here, I'm going to have to clean this desk up. This is like, I got all kinds of crap here. Tactical parenting. Get off the couch. Yeah, so I can see like a lot of benefits to that Nesmuk style bag. It's got a real charm to it. It looks like a well thought out design. I just wish it had an axe sheath on the axe. What did they call that? Axe? Is it an axe sheath? You know, vintage was the tactical of its day. That's an interesting point, and it's a true point. Yeah, get off the couch from 800 meters out. Yeah, an axe sleeve. That's what I'm. Oh, okay. We're at 2 hours. Okay, so thanks for hanging out with me, guys, on this unplanned live stream. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Let's ring the bell. Wow. Okay. All right, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, have a good couple of days, and I'll see y'all soon. Okay, now? Okay.